What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be entitled How to Never Fail Again, right? How to never fail again. So it doesn't matter what you want in life. I was on a coaching call this morning with a coach of mine and a mentor who I absolutely just admire and who is just an incredibly intelligent human being. And I absolutely just have so much respect and passion for, because he's just a great guy. And he explained something to me this morning that I wanted to share with you, and I thought it was a great subject for a video this morning, as it made a lot of sense to me. So what we talked about this morning, was we got a little deep, and we talked about, well, what did it feel like when you lost your job? And I was like, well, I felt like my path to success was just gone. Like someone just bulldozed the road right out from in front of me, right? And there was just no way I was going to get there in the same fashion that I was. And he explained to me, well, what if you had 4 other paths to success? And I was like, but this is my end goal. He goes, yeah, but there's multiple avenues to get to one goal, right? So if my goal is empower other people, working at a gym is one path, right? And how close-minded of me. And I never thought about that before. And I encourage you to do the same, because so many people think that, oh, if I fail at this, I'm screwed, I give up, I quit, I go find something else to do. Fuck that. If you've got a goal, how many other avenues can you find that are going to help you hit that goal? How many other ways can you help people? How many other, in today's new age and technology, there's a million ways that you can do pretty much anything. If you have the passion, the desire, and the thirst for knowledge to get better. Like, I'll tell you what, guys, for me, I failed so much in my life with finances. When I was in college, growing up, I love my mom to death. But, we went through a time where there was a lot of improvements that could be made in the financial situation, just with decision making, right? And then when it got to the point of, okay, we needed every dollar to like pay bills and to put food on the table, then a lot of things got better. But ultimately, before that, money was very, whatever. And I had a very poor education in the financial department. So over the last year and a half, I've read a lot of books, because when you finally start, when you finally have money of your own, you're like, well, how do I not have any money ever? I'm making more money than I made, when I was in school, and in school I got by. And the problem is, people, as their income goes up, their spending goes up, and they end up going into this get by thing, right? So I don't want to get on a tangent too much, but the idea was I was failing at that. So what did I do to learn? Well, I read books. I tried to develop more revenue streams. I tried to do this, that, and the other thing, and I ended up having a pretty good year. I ended up figuring out a budget, staying on that budget, paying off two out of 3 credit cards so far. I've got 1 more to pay off, which I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon, but I'm really working on it, and I'm doing a rollover method, and I can explain more about that later. But when it comes to your career, guys, and to success, what is your ultimate goal in life? Because if you're not going after it, you failed, right? The cool thing about failure is temporary, right? Like, failure is temporary. If we get back up and we dust ourselves off, even if we fail and we don't get back up for years, you know what? We still haven't failed in life. We can still get back up. Every single day that we wake up, we can make a conscious choice to go after our dreams and after our goals and after what we truly want and after the life that we want. And we have that opportunity right now. At this very moment, if you sat down, and I challenge you to do this, is write down 3 things to do today that aren't huge, that you could actually do, that would just get the ball rolling on something else that you really want to go do in your life. I'm not saying go quit your job and leave your family and do all that shit. I'm saying simply pick 3 things that you go, oh man, I really have always wanted to do X, Y, or Z. That's something I've always dreamed about, I'm really passionate about. Well, have you ever called a bank and just got the ball rolling? Like maybe you're a mechanic and you really love working on cars, right? Have you ever called a bank and just, gone through the loan process to see if you can even get approved? And if they came back with a no, well, then you're still in the same situation that you're in right now. Or they might say, okay, well, we won't approve you now. You have to do this, this, and this. Well, now you have an action plan to get the money to do your own thing, right? And how long did that take? It took 10, 15, 20 minutes on a phone call. You might go in and fill out an application. It's going to take 30 minutes of your week, and everybody wastes 30 minutes of their week. I waste 30 minutes of my week. Every single person I know is not that time constrained where they can't just take 30 minutes a week and develop it towards doing something today that's going to make your life better down the road and going to give you that that fire and that passion in your life back. Because I'll tell you what, guys, I've never felt more fired up, more passionate than this failure that's been on me. And failure's not impossible, right? This is a temporary setback. And now that I've talked to some people and I've gotten some really cool ideas and some things that I'm going to go do in my life, I've got 4 or 5 more ideas that are all going to get me to the same path of where I want to end up. And that's helping people and being able to live the life that I want to live. And again, guys, I grew up in a single parent, well, you know, going through college and high school, it was a single parent family. I watched a lot of struggle. I watched, you know, just, I've seen so much shit in my life that just, you know, when you're that age, you shouldn't really have to see. And ultimately, guys, there was a long time where I stayed on the ground. There was a long time that I stumbled and fell. There was a long time that I went through problems with drugs and alcohol, and I went through all that. And I don't have a problem admitting that to you guys because you know what? As one of my favorite clients in the world said, let's start with the truth and let's go from there. And I'm going to be 100% transparent with you guys. As I get more of these, of my ideas going, I'm going to share them with you, and I hope that you're on board with them, and I hope that you'll support me with them. But ultimately, guys, I want you to do it in your own life, and I want you to then write me and tell me what you're doing and how it helped and what I can do to help you, because ultimately, guys, my goal is to empower people and add value to people's lives. So if you want help, if you want coaching, if you want any information that I can give you, I will be more than happy to give it to you. My time is your time because, again, my life's motto is not changing. Empowering others is what I do. Failure is impossible. Have a great Monday, baby. Never miss a Monday. Let's get it started.